Citizen Sleeve!
Hello, I am Citizen Sleeve, and aren't we just inundated with Microsoft news at the moment? So then, E3 this year, Microsoft announced the purchase of several new studios, including Playground Games, Undead Labs, Compulsion Games, and of course, Ninja Theory of DMC and Hellblade fame. Now, it seemed unlikely they were going to go and get any more studios, but the rumblings from all the major outlets right now is that Microsoft is very, very close indeed to purchasing the RPG legends that are Obsidian. Obsidian have been an independent studio since about 2003, and they produce some pretty decent stuff. One of my favourite is Sith Lords, the sequel to KOTOR. They've obviously also done Fallout New Vegas, which a lot of people absolutely love, and Pillars of Eternity is their big Kickstarter game. They also worked on South Park The Stick of Truth with Ubisoft, and, let's not forget, Alpha Protocol. Yes, you walked like a crab when you ducked, but damn, that game was good in my opinion. I want another Super Spy RPG. Yes, please. It strikes me as a particularly good deal, this one for Microsoft. They haven't really got a pure thoroughbred RPG studio. Now, there's rumblings. Playground are working on Fable, and I wouldn't put it past them. They're an excellent open world studio, and I think that series might suit them. But Obsidian are a bit different. They are just honed in on proper RPGs. And in terms of portfolio for the studio's games, the stuff they could add to Microsoft I think would be immense for the Xbox. Okay, so let's just talk about the reasons maybe. Well, I think all we have to really do is go back to exactly what happened with Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory have been plodding along for a while, trying to keep their head above water. They released Hellblade, and even with the success of that game, its uniqueness, the amount it sold, its effect on the community and the gaming itself, still really wasn't enough to not be working game by game for a studio that big. So, just like them, I think Obsidian are probably thinking, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep releasing a game, hoping we earn enough, getting enough in the bank to just about get our staff paid, and then get the next project underway. Even if you are being backed by Kickstarter, that money is going to go quickly, and you're not going to have any other revenue backing you up to try and make sure that you can stabilise the studio for the next upcoming game. Microsoft? Well, they can do that. They've got an absolutely endless pocket of resources, money, and just the ability to help companies in whatever way they need to be helped, whether that's Q&A, checking technology, bug testing, all these different things. Now, I'm a really big fan of Obsidian. I think them moving to Microsoft as an internal studio will not only bolster Microsoft studios a great deal, I think it will really strengthen Obsidian's ability to make these huge RPGs. The problem, though, is do they lose some of their Obsidian-ness? Now, I don't think so. I think Microsoft at this point are pretty good at letting developers do their thing, within reason. Now, back in 2012, they were working together on a game that was getting there, and Microsoft cancelled the deal because they didn't think it was going to work out well. So that's been there in the past. So they have worked together, but obviously that particular element, that particular joint project, didn't come out. I really like this idea, and it looks like it's pretty much there. So there's been no announcement from the studio or from Microsoft yet, but I think we'll hear from someone pretty soon. This all comes from Kotaku, by the way. That's the site that originally led with this story, and then it's kind of filtered across to other different outlets. And so there's a little quote from Obsidian, which almost confirms it in a very playful way. And that is, "The Rumours album by Fleetwood Mac still holds up." Yeah, not so subtle, but massively overt. I think it's going to happen. I think it could be an excellent deal for Microsoft. The IPs that they could create with that kind of studio, I think that's one of the studios that could really stand up against some of Sony's exclusives. I can't wait to see what Microsoft are going to do in the next year, 2 years. I really can't. Not only have they brought in a couple of studios they were working with anyway, in Playground and Undead, but now you've got Obsidian and Ninja Theory, possibly? That's brilliant. We knew they were going to do it. We knew they were going to go out there and strengthen their core internal studios, but I didn't expect them to go this far so quickly. The only one I'm still iffy about is Compulsion, because We Happy Few is a mess. A survival, apparently narrative-driven mess with all kinds of problems. A lot of people like it, a lot of people really don't. But apart from that, their lineup is looking much, much stronger for future games than it's ever done before. So talk to me in the comments. Are you an Obsidian fan? Do you enjoy their games? Do you think this is a logical step to solidify the company and make sure they're not under any future financial strain? Do you think they're making a mistake and Microsoft will stick their fingers in too much? Or do you think we're going to get some really awesome exclusives over the next few years because of this possible partnership? Do you think it should happen? I mean, it sounds like it's going to, we don't quite know yet, but do you think this should actually happen? I am on the side of the fence that said yes. I definitely do think it should happen. It will stabilise that company, it will make sure they don't go under from one bad game or something, and it makes sure that Microsoft now has a fully fledged RPG-devoted studio right in the internal setup they've got. Blinding for them if it happens. Right then, if you liked the video, hit that like button, maybe even sub to the channel. If you didn't like the video, hit that dislike button. Not everybody likes everything. Take it easy. I shall see you very soon. Citizen Slave.